I found something on my wife's laptop that I shouldn't have. When I showed it to her mom, she told me to immediately call the cops on her own daughter. My wife, Lauren, and I have been married for 4 years. To most people, we looked perfect. A young, successful couple with a new house, good jobs, and matching smiles in every photo. But looking back, I realized Lauren was always private, especially with her laptop. She'd close it whenever I walked in, say things like, work stuff you wouldn't understand, and I'd just shrug it off. I trusted her. I had no reason not to. Until last Tuesday. Lauren was flying out of town for a work conference and forgot her laptop charger. She called, asking if I could send it to her hotel. I said sure. I opened her laptop bag to pack it, and a brown envelope slid out. On it was written project files. Curiosity got the best of me. Inside were printed screenshots, dozens of them. My stomach tightened. They were messages between Lauren and someone named Jake. But these weren't love messages. They were something else entirely. They were plans. Detailed step-by-step notes on how to isolate me from my family, destroy my career, and eventually win everything in a divorce. There were fake text conversations, ones she'd edited to make it look like I was insulting her friends and coworkers. There were drafted emails to my boss, accusing me of showing up drunk at work. A spreadsheet titled Exit Strategy had dates, notes, and outcomes. The final column simply said, file for divorce, claim abuse, take everything. I felt my blood run cold, but the worst part, a hidden folder inside labeled insurance. Inside were staged photos, fake bruises on her arms and legs, carefully dated. Even a voice memo where she was crying and begging, please Daniel, stop hurting me. Except, I've never laid a hand on her. I sat there shaking. This wasn't just betrayal, it was a trap. She was preparing to ruin me completely. My business, my reputation, my life. I didn't know what to do. If I confronted her, she'd just twist it all around. If I called the police, I had no proof it was fake. Then I remembered something. Her mother, Margaret, a retired family court attorney. She was sharp, honest, and feared in her field for her sense of justice. I called her and said I needed advice about something private. She told me to come over. When I showed her the folder, she went completely silent. She read through every file slowly, her face hardening, eyes glistening with tears. Finally, she said softly, Daniel, call the police. Right now. I froze. That's your daughter. She looked me dead in the eyes. I know, and that's exactly why you must call them. I've seen her manipulate before. She's dangerous when she wants something. If you don't act now, she'll destroy you. She made the call herself. When the detectives arrived, she explained everything. She even testified that the handwriting was Lauren's and pointed out inconsistencies in the voice memo, likely AI generated. They took the laptop and documents as evidence. That same day, Margaret drove me to a lawyer. We filed for an emergency restraining order. When Lauren returned 2 days later, she was served at the airport. Security footage showed her face twist from confusion to pure rage. She tried calling her mother nearly 50 times that night. None were answered. Lauren's now facing charges for fraud and filing false reports. Her lawyers claiming it was all creative writing, but the forensic team found digital timestamps spanning 18 months. At the preliminary hearing, her own mother testified against her. Afterward, she hugged me tightly and whispered, I couldn't save my daughter from herself, but I can save you. Sometimes justice hurts, especially when it comes from your own blood.